Hi everyone, I'm your Professor Richard Shoemaker, and this is Philosophy 1010 in Prince George's Community College. And this is, of course, the summer semester. I wanted to do a really quick 5 or 10 minute introduction of our class and myself. And as you know, as you're going to see, I'm going to keep this as short and concise as I possibly can. Philosophy is a really very special field of study. This class is also equally, I would say, extremely special. And I want to communicate this to you as we start in order to sort of frame the course and let you start the course and start this semester with a sort of really clear vision of why we're doing what we're doing, why some of my policies are as they are, and to reduce the sort of natural stress level of a first week of class. Philosophy is a very special class. It's a very special field of subject for many, many reasons. I mean, I could talk for hours about this, but the thing that I want you to see now is that, first of all, philosophy has an enormous history. Philosophy goes back basically more than 3,000 years, 3,300 years. And obviously we're not going to be able to march through time in a 10-week class. However, I do think we can sort of capture the essence of the whole field of study, and I think that will be really interesting for you and really rewarding as something that you study over the next couple of months. The other thing that I think is one of the other things that I think is very interesting about philosophy is how inclusive it is, in the sense that philosophy combines many different things. Philosophy combines science, philosophy combines religion, philosophy combines literature. In a certain way, philosophy combines history as well. And this is something that's very unique and very singular to philosophy. That is, most of the fields that you study today are sort of reduced to a single focus. Philosophy isn't like that. Philosophy has a multi-focus. So you have the two things working in philosophy. First of all, it has an enormously long arc or trajectory. Secondly, it's inclusive. It has a whole lot of sort of components that are very rich. And the third one is, I think, in many ways the most important, and the one that I really want to emphasize. The tendency when you're taking classes today is to basically memorize the material the prof or the book gives you and then just repeat it back. In general, with some exceptions, of course, it doesn't happen so very much that your own personality, your own values, your own life is on center stage in the class. Philosophy, on the other hand, has to focus on you as a person and on your value and your background. In a certain sense, philosophy is a sort of lens to help you see yourself. And there's this very well-known sentence by Socrates saying, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Now, the part of that I want you to see right now is, that's what a class like this is about. It's about examining your own life and understanding yourself better and understanding life around you better. And as I'm saying, I think that's very unique to philosophy and very important right now. Now, the other thing is the course. So that's for philosophy. In addition, this course is very, very, sort of singular as well. And what I mean by that is, first of all, it's a summer course. And sort of on top of that, it's a shortened class. This class is usually 15 weeks. We basically put it into 8 or 9 weeks, whatever it is. I've not counted. In a way, that could work against us, but in a way, I think that works for us because, number one, we're sort of all out of the daily grind of going to school. Most of you are not taking 5 and 6 classes right now. You're probably taking 1 or 2, if that many. And I think that will allow for even a better focus. Also, the warmth of the summer and the pleasantness of the summer, I think adds to the charm of doing a class like this. I also think that a class like this is ideal to do during the summer because in a certain sense it's a break. It's not mathematics, it's not memorizing history, it's not biology, it's dealing with a different mode of thought and a different sort of mode of understanding. And I think that summer is a really good time to do this. And that said, there's something that's kind of interesting, and that is philosophy is by and large a subject that was invented and developed in very warm countries. That is, where people were outside all the time, where people were interacting all the time, where people were out and about. And so I think the summer is a really good, good place for us to do a course like this. Now, the other thing is, serious, more serious, and that is, everyone, I'm extremely aware that we're in the middle of a global epidemic. I realize that our lives have all been disrupted. I know that many of you are worried. I know that some of you are probably ill or worried about being ill, or certain your family members are. And I just wanted to say I want to really be firm about this because it's something that I have very strong feelings about. As a person and as a college teacher, I'm really into school, work, life balance. And quite frankly, I don't want to overload you in terms of quantity of work. I don't want you, spending all night writing papers for me. I don't want you stressing out over this. I want you to be in more of a relaxed mode. And so, one aspect of this is if you have issues with your family, if you're not feeling so well, all you have to do is contact me and I will always work with you. And as I perceive philosophy as a field of study, and especially right now, that the less stress that we have on us, the better. Because this is a subject that really requires heart and soul and intuition. It's not just a course about memorizing a bunch of stuff and memorizing a bunch of dates. So this sort of leads me to, let me just repeat, by saying that whenever you have an issue throughout this class, don't hesitate to contact me. The easiest way to contact me is this by texting me, and that's 301-728-5175. That telephone number will be all over the Blackboard site, and please don't hesitate to use it. I will always work with you. Now, in my next, I almost want to say TV appearance, in my next, whatever this is, Zoom, or I'm not even sure, what I want to do is talk to you about the administration of the class, because I have a lot of sort of unique administrative policies that take the pressure off you, so to speak. But I'll do that next time. I want to keep this one short. I want to welcome you to the course, and I want you to enjoy this class. I don't want you to see it as a sort of a dreaded labor. I want you to see this as something that really requires focus, requires energy, requires commitment, but nevertheless you get a lot for it. And I think you'll be very pleased you took Philosophy 1010 this summer semester. And I look forward to working with you.